Good morning, children. We have started the probability chapter. Remember last class? I gave you an idea about what probability is. It is chances wherein you are not sure, but still you can work out the chances of an event taking place or not taking place. I gave you two examples to understand how it is to be worked out, in which I also mentioned about the impossible event and the sure event. A case wherein any event is definitely going to take place, that becomes a sure event and its probability will be 1. But if it's an impossible event, then the probability would be 0. So in short, probability always lies between 0 and 1, including both 0 and 1. Today, I'll take up few more examples, okay, so that it will become more clear. Now, here is the first example for the day. What is the example about? These are the distances which are given, okay, and this is the frequency of what? It is regarding the tire which has to be replaced. You know that after the vehicle runs for quite some distance, you'll have to replace the tire. Do you know that? Okay. So, the tire manufacturing company has recorded the distance covered before the tire has to be replaced. So, how do you read this table? 20 times the tire has to be replaced below 4,000 km, less than 4,000 km. From 4,000 to 9,000 km, 210 times the replacement has to be done. From 9,000 to 14,000 km, 325 times the replacement is done. And more than 14,000 km, if the vehicle runs, 445 times the tire has to be replaced. Now you have to calculate the probability that it has to be replaced before covering 4,000 km. Before covering 4,000 means 20 times you have replaced. Now what is the total number of cases they have recorded? If you add up these four numbers, that is 445, 325, 210 and 20, it will add up to 2,000. So, if I want to calculate the probability for the first case, it would be probability A equal to frequency upon total cases. So, how frequently do you replace? 20 times. Upon total number of cases 1000 comes to 0.02. Second situation is, it is replaced when it is more than 9,000 km. Okay? How many times it is replaced? More than 9,000 km. Now again, if you go back to the table, this is from 4,000 to 9,000. So more than 9,000 will be these two columns together. So you'll have to add up 325 and 445. Total times you'll have to make the changes when the kilometer goes beyond 9,000. So that adds up to total frequency upon total cases, that is P of B. So that is 325 plus 445 gives you 770 out of 1000. So 0.77. Third situation is, it has to be replaced between 4,000 to 14,000 km. Now between 4,000 to 14,000, so this, because this is less than 4,000. So 4,000 to 14,000 means here, this is greater than 14,000. So these two columns. Got it? How to consider the frequency? So between 4,000 to 14,000, if I want to calculate how many times you have replaced the tire, it will be 210 plus 325. Okay, divided by total cases 1000. That is 0.535. Understood the sum now? Okay. Next, let us take up one more sum. This is about the age of the drivers. These are the age of the drivers given. 18 to 29 years of age, 30 to 50 and above 50 years of age. And this is the table of the accidents which has occurred in 1 year, they are recorded in 1 year. 0 means there are no accidents taken place. So 18 to 29, 440 times or cases are where there are no accidents. 30 to 50 years of age, there are 505 times accidents have not occurred. And above 50, there are 360 times where there are no accidents occurred in a year. But then, one accident in a year would be these records: 2 accidents in a year, 3 accidents in a year, and greater than 3 accidents in a year. Okay. Now let us see what the question is about. Probability that the driver is being 18 to 29 years of age and having exactly 1 accident in 1 year. So you'll have to look into the 18 to 29 age category. 1 accident in a year means this one. So what is the number given over there? What is the number? Exactly 1 accident exactly 3 accidents, not 1 accident. 3 accidents in 1 year. 3 accident means this column. So what is the number over here corresponding to 18 to 29 years of age? 61. So 61 upon 2000. From where did 2000 come up? 2000 is addition of all these numbers together. All these cases together, if you add up, it will add up to 2000. So 61 upon 2000 comes to 0.031. The second question is being 30 to 50 years of age. So again, go back to 30 to 50 years. And having 1 or more than 1 accident in a year. 1 or more than 1 means 30 to 50 column, 1 accident, and more than 1 means all this line, which means you'll have to add up 125, 60, 22 and 80 divided by the total number, that is 2000. So P of B, you add up all those 4 digits, 2000, you will get the answer 0.113. Now the third question is having no accidents in 1 year. No accidents in 1 year, but there is no age category given. Am I right? So when there is no age category given means you will have to add up all these 3. No age, but 0 accidents. So all these 3 is to be added up, divided by the total number 2000. So P of C, 440 plus 505 plus 360 by 2000 gives you 1305 upon 2000. So understood the sum? So 2 more examples I had explained today. Now we go into 15.1 exercise. The very first sum in that is you are asked to calculate the number of times the person didn't hit a boundary. Just open the textbook and read it out. In a cricket match, a batswoman hits a boundary 6 times. Out of 30 balls she is playing, find the probability she did not hit a boundary. So out of 30 balls she is hitting 6 boundaries means 6 balls उसने use किए. That means how many balls she didn't hit? 24 balls. So 24 balls were not hit for a boundary. So if I want to calculate the probability of not hitting the boundary, it would be number of times the ball is not hit for a boundary upon total number of balls. That is 24 upon 30. You may reduce it or you may convert it into a decimal form. So it comes to 0.8, or it can also write 4 upon 5. Clear? Second question in your book. I'll just show the question over here. It is written like this. 1500 families with 2 children were selected randomly and following data recorded. Number of girls which are born in a family: 2 girls in 475 families, 1 girl in 814 families, and there are no girls in 211 families. If you add up these 3 families, number of families, it will come to 1500. Now the probability to be calculated is families having 2 girls, 1 girl and no girl. So how will you calculate it? Let us see. Here you find that probability of having 2 girls, number of family having 2 girls upon total number of families. Total number of families is 1500, and in the table if you look, 2 girls, there are 475 families having 2 girls. So 475 upon 1500, you reduce it, 19 upon 60. It's not necessary you should give the decimal answer, reduction will do. Second question to be calculated is number of family having 1 girl divided by total number of families. So corresponding to 1 girl, there are 814 families. So 814 upon 1500, 407 upon 750, again reduced form. Third thing to be calculated was having no girl. So number of family having no girl upon total number of families. The number corresponding to no girl is 211. So 211 upon 1500. Okay. Now this cannot be reduced. So this answer will remain as it is. Understood? Now what I want you all to do. So I have given you fairly good idea about what probability is. 2 and 4 examples I took up and 2 sums from the exercise. So I would like you all to solve in 15.1 up till question number 6. Okay? Question number 6, you can solve the sums. Fine? This will be the 6th question. Till 6th question, I would like you all to solve the clear. So that in the next class when I discuss, you can check it out whether you are right or wrong. Please make a 200 pages notebook and then write down the sums over there. When I discuss, you just check it out. If you are wrong, you correct it so that your work is complete. Clear?